Hi everyone, welcome back to my craft videos, or how-to videos. Today, the items you'll need are our Mod Podge glue. So there's our Mod Podge glue. This is a gloss. You can get that on Amazon, eBay, craft shops. This is our jar that we're going to prepare. The first tip I have today is, when you want to do a straight line on glass and you can't put, because of this wire's in the place, I can't put tape on because I want it to go right up to the top, and the tape it's just not going to work properly and keep it straight. Now the tip I have for today is a large elastic band. Now just put your elastic band up to the top where you want it. So we want it right up to the top. So just push it up. Make sure there's no twists in it. Straighten it out. Now this is just an old elastic band. Just smooth it up to the edge. Now this works with doing the glittered glasses as well. If you're not very good at doing a straight line, you can't get a line straight as you want it. So we just push that up there. So there we go. Now this is, I will cut this elastic band to get it off. So once again, just as in the video for the glittered wine glasses, we're going to put a thin coat of Mod Podge or PVA glue, whatever you have, just quickly over this glass. The glitter I'm using is a fine white holographic, and I get mine from a place called Victoria Street. I do get it from Amazon. It's quite cheap from there, but you can get fine glitter from eBay as well. So just Google it. Now you can do this with any type of jar. You can use jam jars with a piece of string around them. Anything, old coffee jars, you can do it with those as well. There we go. Now I'm going to do 3 coats on this because normally that's just about what the glass, any of the glass items I've ever glittered takes. So there we go. Now any Mod Podge you don't use, you can just put it back into your tub. There we go. Now we've got our big tub again and a little scoop. The handle. I haven't found a way to keep these handles up out of the way yet. Let it fall onto the side there. Now I don't have any of my Hartley's jam jars empty at the moment, so I'm just having to use this one from the bag. I will find a jar of some sort for it. So you just sprinkle your glitter all over your jar, just in the same manner that we did the wine bottles. And make sure your tub's large enough to catch the excess glitter. Now, any areas that we've missed, if the area is quite big, then just fill it in. If it's just a small area, then just leave it until next time. There we go. Just put the rest of it in there. And then use a little scoop. And then you need to find somewhere warm in your house. And as I've said before, my craft room has a radiator. And I've just made myself a little shelf with a couple of stacks of books and a piece of wood. It's going to bring the jar up closer to the radiator. I really have to find a way to keep that out of the way. This is a project that you could do with your children as well, especially if you live in Scotland like I do and it rains a lot. But you just make sure that you're supervising at all times. So there we go. I don't think I'm going to get any more glitter to stick to this pot. There we are. You don't have to do the bottom. There we are. I do apologise for my video machine, but as you may be aware, I only use a webcam and it's not a brilliant good one. I won't tell you what it is because it's not fair to complain. So there we go. We will do a few more coats. We'll do another 2 coats. We've got to go and let this dry for a few hours. And then once it's dry for a few hours, we'll put the next coat on. So you come back and see me, or just a few minutes. I can edit now, so I'll be able to join my 2 pieces of YouTube together. So now our pot has had 3 coats of the white glitter, and it's had 1 top coat just of the PVA glue, or you can use Mod Podge. I've showed you that already, so that's the Mod Podge, or Mod Podge, should say. Or you can just use any craft PVA glue. It's just the same thing. So we've done our 3 coats on this. Now what we have to do is, to make the luminary, you need dark, either dark blue, black, or even brown, your little stencils. Now my stencils are made of vinyl, and I cut them out on a Silhouette Cameo, and all the stencils that you can see here are on the Silhouette website where you can purchase them. I think they were about like 30 pence for certain bundles. I've just mixed and matched the ones that I have. And on your Silhouette Cameo, you can make these any size you like. So I've made them roughly about 3 to 4 inches because the gap that I've got from the bottom of my pot to here. Now do remember that you can use anything that's glass or even plastic, as long as you're using a clear plastic, make sure you don't use an actual real candle. We're using, I'm using these for the first time. I've saw these, but I've never actually purchased any before. They're the little battery operated ones. Ta-da! Pretty, aren't they? So you can put these into the luminary pot. You can't see shit. You can see my finger shining through it. So this is what we're actually looking for. That's a perfect description, that. So we won't do any rude. Oh, we're going to do a little dog here. Enough of that. Okay. So what we have to do now is, these are vinyl stickers that I have, so I'm going to stick them inside the pot. You can use coffee jars, you can use jam jars, you can use anything that will shine through when you put these battery operated candles in them. You can buy them in most stores. So I'm going to take these ones, the Little Miss Muffet and who was it that had a sheep follower? Her anyway. Little Bo Peep. There we go. Now I'm going to turn this way because I'm going to fit this onto the glass, and I need, do you know, I think I'm going to put the light in because I think I'm actually going to see where it's going to go a bit better. That's much better. Now you don't need to use vinyl, you can use card or anything that you've either cut out with your hand, or there we go. Just stick them on the inside, especially, you can see that a little bit better. I'm going to hold that little candle up. Can you see? This is the effect that we're looking for. I will put the light on so we can see this a little bit better. Now I'm going to move the handle and I'm going to put Little Miss Muffet in the next bit, but you can use anything you like. You can make butterflies, you can make horses, you can make anything. Now these ones are designed for the nursery. You can make these if you use, I've got this Mod Podge. I'm going to go in a little bit of a different direction. This is dishwasher safe Mod Podge. It's in the blue, obviously. There's several different Mod Podge types. Now the blue one is dishwasher safe. That means you can wash the item, if it's washable, in the top shelf of your dishwasher. Now I don't have a dishwasher, so I can't actually try it out. We'll put that little girly there. I think we'll put that behind her, so it's supposed to be coming down and scaring her. There we go. And then we'll put a little Bo Peep. Yeah. Now what I was saying about the dishwasher safe Mod Podge. If you leave the dishwasher safe, it tells you if you leave it for if you let it cure for 28 days, you should be able to put it outside. So that means you could do these with the dishwasher safe Mod Podge, and then you should be able to put them outside in the summer. So I'm just going to turn that off just now. We're going to do the other one. We're going to do the little fairy one. Where's that one's light? Now I do appreciate the few people who have watched these videos, and especially thanking the ones who have subscribed to the channel to watch any, get little notifications of any more that I make. And I do plan to make more because I'm really beginning to enjoy this. Because I can't do so many of the crafts that I used to be able to do, I'm quite enjoying this. Put that little bit out. Now, if you have any questions, as usual, you can put any comments in the comment box, and I'll do the best I can to get back to you. Now, you will take a little bit more time in putting your stickers and things in. Let's show you, see if we can see that one through there. I'll turn that little light up that way. There we go. I will turn the lights out in a few minutes so that you can see these. This little girl here. Put her flying down. Now when you make these with card, all you need to do is stick them to the bottom in the corners. Just stick, or you can actually just glue them to the edges inside the glass. And that way you'll be able to change them every now and then. Do whatever you want. I'll put this one here. There we go. Now I need to use a little pokey stick to get my stars. There we go. That one pinged off somewhere. Goodness knows where that one's gone. Oh, believe it or not, it's there. I can't believe that went there. Here. There we go. I'll take that out just now. Now, I'm going to turn this one on your side so you can see. Now, we do have quite a wee bit of a rough edge here, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that little candle back in so you can see it from there. You can actually see how pretty these are going to be. So, around the fairy one, I think we'll put some purple. Now, I'm going to get my little gadget bow maker back. Now, if you've saw some of my other videos, you'll recognise this. This is my bow maker. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to need a bow. It doesn't need to be too big because I don't want it to detract from the silhouettes that are inside. So if you remember what we did before, 2 pegs, anything you've got in the house that can hold 2 sticks of wood, because basically that's all this is. So you hold on your left hand to the back and you go a figure 8 around Now I'll need to pull this so that I know that I'm going to have enough to go around my jar. So you hold this one here at the back with your left hand, right hand around the front, around the back, and then back to the back. Okay, our left hand comes around the front and to the back. Now I'm just tipping it up so that I can tie it off. Tie it off. So what you do is, before you tighten it, got that round the wrong way, that's a bit better. Before you tighten it, just straighten your ribbon out and get it the way you want. Before you tighten it, there you go. Then take it off. And I hope you can see, this is actually a really beautiful purple, but again, with my very low budget webcam, it's not very good. Now I have put a post to PayPal now on my YouTube channel if anybody would like to give me or donate to this webcam fund I have running. So there we go, that's our little bow, and hopefully I'm going to be able to get a better webcam that's not going to make my hands look bright red. So what we do next is, it doesn't matter about a slight light if it's not quite even here. Now you just put your ribbon on here like this. What it does is it just tidies up the edges. You're going to slide it slightly under here. You don't need to use the type of jar that I have. These were actually Christmas jars and I got them for 50p in a sale. So what we're going to do is, we're going to get our PVA glue and we're going to run some here. It's going to hold this part of the ribbon down. I'm going to run some along the edge, which is going to keep the little frayed edges nice and neat. And we're going to bring our ribbon around and we're just going to stick it right over the top of this one. Just check where your bow is. And then I'm going to snip the edge. Now I am going to give you another quick little tip. If you've got a lighter, now I don't smoke, I've only got this here for crafting uses. Get your lighter and then you're just going to run it along the edge of that ribbon. Don't set it on fire, for goodness sake. And what that does, it's going to seal that edge and it'll stop it from fraying. So there we go. We've got this one all done. You just need to adjust your ribbon a little bit. There we are. Oh, pretty. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do the same for the other one, but I'm going to use this blue ribbon. Okay, so I'll be back in a few minutes. We'll turn the lights out and we'll show you what these look like in the dark.